Lorenzo Savoini, set and lighting designer on Grand Magic. So Grand Magic is a play from the 1940s that deals with the theme of illusion, and it kind of explores humans' need to believe in the illusion and then their eventual need to strip away the facade and the illusion in order to get to a more truthful place as a human being. So the play is structured in 3 acts, and De Filippo, the playwright, he purposefully has 3 very different locations. So Act 1 is set on the garden patio of a hotel on the sea in Italy, and it's purposely kind of an escapism, a beautiful illusion in itself in a way, and he begins the play with a beautiful sunset that's moving its way into kind of a slightly darker, moodier night. And I think this is on purpose. I think he begins with us kind of falling in love with the play in a lot of ways, and the characters and the spirit of the play. Design-wise, I think Act 1 is all about beautiful hotel things. We've set it in the 1950s in Italy, and so that's a beautiful period with striped fabrics, coral colors, really sort of dreamy patio setup with large palm trees and foliage throughout, with beautiful cabaret tables with napkins and lots of smoking and drinks. And so it's here where we have 2 scenes, one that then later moves into what is our crucial magic show. And I don't want to give too much away on that, but there's a lot of really exciting stuff that Gerwin Davies will be doing, performing the magic. One of the characters kind of makes this eventual escape, Marta, from her husband, and finds her way down at the rocky sea, escaping with her lover in a boat. And I can't wait for you guys to see how we pull that off. So Act 2 is a huge departure. Well, Act 1, we are in something really dreamy and beautiful. We end up in the magician's house, Otto's house, in a very poverty-stricken neighborhood. And we start to learn about him and his family and this kind of troupe of magicians that are traveling, around the world to just scrape out a living, essentially. So in this location, we're seeing more worn down, tired fabrics, old rugs, things he's collected throughout his journeys. And so we see a real merging mishmash of work and life, which for them in this traveling kind of eccentric troupe is that you can't see where one begins and one ends. But what you do see is this kind of poorer place, and we start to learn a lot about Otto and essentially his life and then what his true objectives are. And then Act 3, yet again, the playwright purposefully, another big juxtaposition from where we just were. We're now in a kind of an extreme opulence where we are at Calogiero's house. Now, the key narrative part of the story is in the magic show, Otto had made his wife disappear, who then got to go on to have an affair, and gave Calogiero this magic box and said, in this box is your wife. And if you want to see her again, you'll open it. But of course, somewhere in Calogiero, he knows if I open this box, clearly she won't be in there. And then he has to actually accept that his wife is having an affair on him. Act 3 is 4 years later. He's been holding onto this box, refusing to accept the reality, and so believing in that his wife is in the box. But what starts to happen is a kind of darker spiral for him psychologically, locking himself in this grand house, which we kind of leaning into the Wes Anderson aesthetic a little bit, extreme control color palettes of red velour everywhere and opulent furniture. And so I think it creates what we're hoping is kind of in a way like a coffin, which is this long strip of red, almost like a funeral parlor or a coffin that is now his life. He unravels and the illusion is he has to decide in that act, do I accept the illusion and see for what it really is, or do I continue to believe in it?